Before you say something you don't mean, shut down or pull back or build another wall around your heart, I would like you to take a step back, take a deep breath, and listen to what I have to share with you because I do know this. I know that part of you that actually doesn't want to keep doing this to yourself. And I know deep down you don't want to keep unintentionally sabotaging the very things that you have been praying for, that you prayed for, whether that is love, support, stability. You say you're ready, you say you want them. And I understand that completely. And you deserve them. But when you finally get that, when they finally show up, you freeze, you question, you pull away, and later you regret it, wondering, why do I keep doing this to myself? Why can't I just relax and receive what I say that I want? So if that's you, which has brought you to this video, and if you've ever thought, what's wrong with me? Then this message is for you because it is not your fault that you act this way. And no, it's not just your mindset, it goes deeper than that. And this is what I'm going to share with you all today. So please keep listening because it is really going to open your eyes to this pattern that is currently controlling you and how you can finally then learn to receive your deepest desires without sabotaging them. But before I go into that, my name is Natalie. Welcome to my channel As the Pennies Drop. For those of you that are new and for those of you that are coming back, as always, it is an absolute pleasure to have you here. I am an intuitive manifestation coach and a neurotransformation therapy practitioner. And my channel As the Pennies Drop is all about guiding you to free yourself from a dysregulated nervous system that is currently controlling the trajectory of your life, running the show of your life, whether that comes to money, relationships, love, even how you experience yourself. So if you would like to find out more about me or my deep healing programs, masterclasses, and workshops to manifesting love, money, to radiating confidence, becoming the one that is chosen, and healing solutions, and so much more, including my Badass Manifestors community, which is my members only channel, all you need to do is click the link below this video or in my bio. Okay, let's get to this video. What if I told you that the real reason you feel stuck or why you feel this way and act this way and push them or your desire away is this? That in fact, it has nothing to do with you not being good enough or you not being worthy enough for it or lovable enough for it, or that you are broken, or that there is actually something wrong with you for acting this way, for behaving this way, but that it is this. It is because your body doesn't feel safe yet to receive it. Now, I know that can sound counterintuitive, so please stick with me. It will make so much sense if you do. Now, I'm going to explain to you exactly why your nervous system keeps rejecting peace, love, them, consistency, the very thing that you want, and how you can finally change that for good. And yes, I mean for good. So let's start here by identifying this pattern, what this pattern is. So right now, you might be feeling trapped in that same emotional loop, that stuckness loop, I call it, where you are experiencing hot and cold relationships, moments of peace followed by chaos, uncertainty, a rush when you hear from them, and an overwhelming sense of panic when they go silent. You have that deep craving for love and safety, but then you are filled with panic when it actually comes close. And then this happens. Those thoughts come in fast. Those past memories show you that, in fact, this is not safe. This is not at all safe for you. And now you're trying to figure out, excuse me, how to get out of this situation that you actually want, but actually deep down, you want this, but you just know it's going to be the same again, same outcome, different face, and you cannot trust that this is actually safe. And then you do this. You try to stay calm. You tell yourself that you won't react. This time, you distract yourself from sending that message, going ghost. Maybe you've been canceling dates over and over and over again with that same person, testing them to see how much they actually want to see you, how much they want to be with you, how much they want it to be you. Maybe you agree to meeting up, actually never following up though with a date or a time, even though you want to. Maybe you even tell your friends that you couldn't be asked, they weren't right, didn't feel right, which deep down is a lie. So you step back, you spend time journaling, you spend time affirming, you manifest again for love or your desire, whatever that is. But somehow it still feels like your heart and your mind are speaking two different languages. You see, this is what I want to share with you. It is because they actually are. Your heart and your mind are speaking two opposite languages, which is why you feel so contradicted, why it feels like you are going round in circles and circles and circles. What you want, you know what you want. Of course, you know what you want, but you just can't allow yourself to physically have it. You see, your mind knows what you want, but your body is still protecting you from what it once believed was dangerous. And this is the revelation that is going to shift everything for you. You see, that part of you that, pushes love away, it's not broken. It's not broken. It is protecting you. You see, it's been wired inside you to protect you from the very thing that you want. That anxious knot in your chest, that freeze when somebody gets too close, that sudden urge to pull back, right when things start to feel really good. That's your nervous system saying, I don't feel safe yet. So if you are anything like I used to be, it can feel the closer they get, the more you feel panic and overwhelmed, like you have been thrown into that lion's den. It can feel that scary. It can feel that triggering for you, even though it is actually what it is, you want. You see, what's happened is that you've learned as a child to survive by expecting inconsistency. And this then becomes your life. You expect it because it has always been there. You don't know any difference, which creates then the hot and cold, push, pull, self-sabotaging, reacting very quickly to protect yourself from, danger, more hurt, more letdowns, more betrayal, more pain, more abandonment, because that is all you have known and so much more. Even that it is not safe to be yourself anymore. So, when safety finally arrives, it isn't just that your body doesn't trust it yet, it cannot recognize something that it never had. It cannot recognize something that feels foreign to it. So it automatically says, that doesn't feel normal. That doesn't feel safe for me, because all you know is the opposite: chaos, confusion, uncertainty, ups and downs, that roller coaster of relationships, push pulls, dynamics, highs and lows, hot and cold behaviors, and eventually being left all you walking away. And this right here is the reason why you can't simply think your way out of it anymore. And I wish you could, but it doesn't work this way. And this is why. Because that wound, that pain, that trauma from your childhood wasn't created in your mind, it was created in your body. And believe me, I know exactly what this loop feels like. I am the blueprint of that loop, exactly how to keep that loop going, but also how to break free from it. For years, I looked like I had it all together, but inside I was constantly bracing for impact, for that shoe to drop. Every relationship felt like walking on eggshells. Money came and went just as fast, and no matter how much healing I did, peace always felt temporary. I never felt safe inside my body or outside, if I'm being honest now with myself. In fact, not only until this year, this year, the work I was doing on myself was incredibly impactful, but there were still huge patterns I just couldn't shift. But I do know this. All the work I had poured into myself led me to opening my eyes more to the truth. So whilst I could hold things, some things, the major things that I wanted, I couldn't, not long enough, not long lasting, which is what I craved. So whilst I was feeling better within and things in my life were so much better, nothing still felt consistent. Nothing stuck. And this is why, because I had not targeted my nervous system yet through the root of my inner child. So call it my nervous system, also known as my inner child system. She just didn't feel safe to receive consistently. She wasn't wired that way. And you are not wired that way either yet. However, once I started working with my body, not against it, getting to the root cause that my inner childs were holding on to and carrying, expecting inconsistencies, hurt, pain, abandonment, being left, fear, chaos, confusion, unpredictable experience, the other shoe to drop, which looks like the heart opening to let in the desire, but very quickly closing it to push that desire away because it didn't feel safe. I had been taught that I couldn't have what I wanted, that if I did, I would be severely judged, ridiculed, and left unprotected, that I couldn't speak up for myself, that if I did, I would be left. That having healthy boundaries for me, no, that wasn't right for me. I just had to do what they wanted me to do. I was under people's control, you see. And if I broke free, I was punished. If I spoke up or lived a life that I wanted, I would be pushed out the circle. So I shrunk. I shrunk myself most of my life, but I couldn't continue to shrink myself anymore. I broke free, and all of these patterns, the having to earn love, prove my worth, hold on to beliefs about what others would do, even though I was pushed out, left without a care in the world, taken for granted, whilst I hustled and worked all the hours under the sun in burnout mode. All of this was never anything to do with me or my inner child. It was their stuff, other people's stuff, their insecurities, beliefs about their inadequacies. I was carrying. And God forbid I finally had a healthy relationship, because in my family dynamics, that is just not what exists to this day. And it's, who do I think I am to have what I want, to live free, abundantly, wealthy, successful, and with an incredible man and inspirational friends that are there consistently. I was the outsider because I was not willing to follow protocol, to align to them, keeping me small, controlling me. So it's taken me a lot of healing to understand all of this was not mine in the first place. But the impact of releasing all of this and so much more, even including why I would chase people to be in my life, why I would want people to see me, to choose me, who were not choosing me or even giving me a chance. All of this and more, I finally not just understood, but I got to the root of it through my inner child. And it was then the layer after layer after layer after layers were shedding, and quickly too. I was not giving up. I had come too far, and you have too. It isn't always easy to heal through the root of the inner child or the root of the deepest, most darkest, most negative belief that you hold on to, which totally links to the inner child root. And that is a part of the Be Love program, which is one of my other deep inner healing programs. But you see, the more you do, the more you release, and then you get this coasting period. That's your maintenance period. This new way of speaking and living and seeing yourself. And then another layer will need to be released. And this is how it works. But I can finally say, I got there and everything started to shift. I stopped allowing people in my life who were sucking my energy dry with their absorbedness, extreme negativity, which was draining me so much. I walked away from anyone that was showing me inconsistencies or not showing up the way I needed, because that version of me who put up with this was no longer available for access. She was now resting for this version of me, the one you see today, to take over the reins. My life has become so much easier. I feel so safe for the first time in my life to hold my desires now. I feel a peace and calm and the freedom that just feels wonderful and is consistent now too. Accepting love became easier in so many ways. And I saw people showing up for me and for the first time in ways I had never experienced before, consistently, money flowing without chaos or hustle. I trusted the process in all areas of my life, which made it so much easier to then ignore anything that wasn't aligned in my 3D to what I wanted. Because when I did that and just rested in my being, in peace, calm, consistency, showing up this way, this became my new go-to. And anything that the opposite did no longer felt natural for me. Therefore, I had to let it go. And I recognized what made me feel safe now and what made me feel peaceful and calm like I had never before. I am supported, loved, chosen, respected, and spoken to in such high regards. And I'm being spoiled in ways from the universe through kind souls in ways that are so new to me as well. My business has picked up again in such a beautiful way, too. And I just feel rooted in my center, aligned to my root. My inner frequency has shifted to love, grounded openness, trust in the divine timing, and so much more. Peace stopped being something that I chased. It became who I was. And this is why I created the Healed Heart Blueprint. I was doing this step by step and I could see how it was impacting me. And I just knew that it would be the long lasting, impactful change that the world needed. And the blueprint to come back to when another layer needed to be shed, when another layer needed to go. So, the answer to long lasting change is to recode your nervous system for safety, peace, calm, consistency, and clarity, to redefine what love means to you, for this to become natural and no longer what you currently deem as natural. And I want to add to this, whilst there are layers to release, you do get downtime when you have that coasting period before another layer shows up in your world to be released. And yes, it gets easier to do the releases. But in this coasting period, when everything feels aligned, this is your maintenance period time to keep maintaining what you have released. And this consistency is a huge, huge part of the change that you will experience within and therefore without. So healing isn't just about positive thinking, it's about safety. You can't out journal your trauma and you can't out affirm your nervous system. I've tried. If, like mine was, your body is in survival mode, that 24/7, even when you don't feel like it is because you were so ingrained, like I was then, to feel this way, but you know you do not know what consistency or peace or calm or safety feels like, then I'm here to tell you that no amount of conscious mindset work will make you feel safe enough to receive for good, for these long-lasting transformational changes to hold your desires for good. And that's why the Healed Heart Blueprint isn't just another course. It is a 7-week nervous system and subconscious recalibrating journey specifically designed to bring your body, your mind, and your heart and soul together to work together. Inside the Healed Heart Blueprint, you get immediate access to. You'll experience somatic safety exercises to calm your stress responses, subconscious reprogramming at the root of your inner child to shift that energetic frequency to be able to receive and hold consistently and your desires safely now and for good. Deep energy healing activations to rewire your receiving frequency and so much more. And you can visit the Healed Heart Blueprint in the link below this video or in my bio. And you don't need hours a day and you can take your time, but I would suggest working through one pattern at a time and following the entire course with that pattern, and then follow with your maintenance until another pattern shows up to be released. You don't need to have done any healing before either. You just need to be ready, to be committed to show up for your healing journey and showing up every day for yourself, willing and gentle on yourself, but consistent. So you can finally experience and hold safely in your hands consistently the life you can only dream of right now. And this is the Healed Heart Blueprint, a self-paced lifetime access program designed to help you end that push-pull cycle in your relationships, to feel truly safe within and without, receiving love, money, and support, to rewire your emotional patterns from the inside out through the root of your inner child. And you will receive 7 core modules with beautiful, powerful guided meditations and healing activations and deep journaling prompts. And it's not just healing, it's coming home. It's a homecoming. So I know this is a long video, so let me wrap this up for you. If you're ready to stop living in survival mode, if you are ready to stop unintentionally sabotaging the things you actually want and deserve, if you crave consistency like I did, calm and peace and safety, wanting to know what that feels like consistently, to hold your desires, knowing that you are safe now, to have them now for good, to have deeper connections with the right souls for you that get you and feel you consistently, then this is your moment. Because every time you say, I'll do it later, you're keeping yourself in the same pattern that has been running the show and running your life for years. You no longer have to live in fear or run away from what you want and deserve. So take a deep breath in and out, and you can speak these in whenever you need that reminder, or comment them below to claim them. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are just one decision away from feeling safe in your body, safe in your love, and safe to receive the life you've always been calling in. You deserve love. You deserve the love you seek, and that is calm, peaceful, consistent, clear, and unconditional. And you've waited long enough. So let's begin. I've thoroughly enjoyed sharing this with you, you guys. For those of you that resonate to this, I do feel you and know that it doesn't have to be that way anymore when you choose you and choose your deeper inner healing solutions. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. And as always, I will be back very, very soon.